All Hit Radio.
Welcome to the X Zone, a place where fact is fiction and fiction is reality. Now, here's your host, Rob McConnell.
When the midnight hour's calling and the world has gone to sleep, there's a voice across the darkness, digging mysteries buried deep. From UFOs to hauntings, ancient secrets carved in stone, there's only one place waiting. Welcome to the X Zone. From coast to coast, we're broadcasting across the USA and Canada too. With truth seekers and believers, bringing hidden stories through. Welcome to the X Zone, where the strange becomes the real. From ghosts and alien visitors to mysteries we can feel. The biggest names are joining us, sharing secrets still unknown. With Rob McConnell leading you into the X Zone.
And welcome back, Exo Nation. I am Rob McConnell, coming to you from our broadcast center and studios in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, and around the world on the CanCom Broadcast Network and your hometown radio, Classic 1220 CFAJ AM, that also stream us around the world on classic1220.ca. If you'd like to send me an email, xzone@xzoneradiotv.com, and on all social media sites, X Zone Radio TV. Well, first of all, I'd like to wish all our listeners in the United States a very happy 4th of July. I hope that each and every one of you have a wonderful and safe holiday period, holiday weekend, because it is really hot out there. Please keep yourself well hydrated and enjoy yourselves. And think of us right here up in Canada, wishing each and every one of our great American friends and colleagues a very happy 4th of July. This hour on the X Zone, we're joined by Dr. Grandmaster Za, founder of Star Doves, a spiritual teacher and a researcher who explores consciousness, humanity's cosmic origins, spiritual evolution, extraterrestrial contact, and the future of human civilization. Throughout this hour, we'll be taking a deeper look into the ideas, claims, and philosophies that have attracted followers around the world. Joining me now is Dr. Grandmaster Za. And my friend, Dr. Za, welcome back to the X Zone. Great having you with us tonight.
Oh, how wonderful it is to be here with you, beloved brother Rob from beloved Canada. What a special time that we both can celebrate. I chose this date on purpose. So happy we got in on the 4th of July, the 250th birthday of America, and just a couple days ago, the 160th birthday or celebration of Canada's Sacred Day. And what a joy that we can celebrate all of that together and be the great friends that we're meant to be.
Isn't that the very truth? And by the way, Exo Nation, I just gave a very brief presentation and introduction to Dr. Grandmaster Za. Here it is. He is the, let me see, Interplanetary Confederation of Planets of Love and Light Ambassador, Grandmaster, Knight of the Cosmic Cross. He's been with them 50 years. Lifetime member of the Rosicrucians Theosophical Society, Masonic Knight Templars. That's a metaphysical organization. Neuropathic physician with a graduate degree in iridology and fasting nutrition, retired. Where do you get time for anything else, my friend?
Well, I'm retired from a great part of that, and I only appear on special radio shows. So everything else I'm retired from.
Well, I thank you for joining us tonight. many spiritual teachers claim access to higher knowledge. What specifically makes your teachings different from the hundreds of others making similar claims?
Well, I don't. The difference is there is a great teacher who taught us by the still small voice within, you will know, and by their fruits, you will know. And that's my answer. That there's all kind, especially on the internet. God forbid.
Sure.
I love it, but there's a ton of garbage, and disguised as good that could fool even the very elect.
Yes, but I think we should leave politics out of this, being the 250th birthday of the United States. I don't want to bring President Trump into our... Oh, did I say that? Oh.
No, I wasn't talking about politics. I was talking about religion.
Well, sometimes politics and religion intermingle.
They sure do.
Anyway, all right, that'll be my... Craig, I promise no more President Trump jokes.
Is he jumping up and down?
Yeah, he usually does. When I used to have members of the clergy on, and I'd talk to them, Craig was always afraid that he'd get a phone call from the Vatican. So I've been nice to clergy lately. The word lately.
Oh no, the Vatican may give calls to the other one.
Wow, I understand he was at Mount Rushmore tonight giving a speech, and he is bound and determined to have his face put on Mount Rushmore. I'm serious.
Oh, it's sickening. It's like watching a spoiled, narcissistic brat, and yet we elected him to be our president. We're stuck.
Well,
unless we have a revolution.
Hey, listen, I've got to be honest with you too, my friend. When I heard his platform and how he was going to do great things for Americans, and how that he was going to, make sure that everyone was taken care of, better homes, better jobs, better economy, I was all for it. I really was. I figured, man, that's what people need. And over the last year and whatever it's been, I'm disappointed because what he's done has affected many of my friends in the auto industry here in Ontario. And, he's turned friends into it, remember, what was the name of that, those two families? The something and the McCoys. Oh, Craig. Hatfields and the McCoys. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And you know what? We still love our American friends, our American neighbors. I've got relatives in the United States. A lot of great listeners to the X Zone down in the United States. Great affiliates that carry the show, and I just want things to go back to the way they were.
And they will, because
I hope
believe
so.
me, living over here, I hear so many people that say we don't like what he's doing to the Canadians. They've always been our friends. They're sweethearts. Why is he treating them that way? And a lot of them they love the Mexicans. Why is he doing that to the poor Mexicans? We're all one continent.
That's right. And you know what? Cut each and every one of us. We all bleed red blood. It's not red. It's not purple. It's not green. It's not yellow. It's red.
Red, white, and blue.
Well,
are you red, white, and blue over there? Or do you have another color?
No, we're just red and white over here.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my.
Anyway, that happy. There's only one part that really ticks me off about this entire fiasco that we're going through is that we can no longer buy Jack Daniels up here in Canada.
Well, I stopped that in my 20s, so I'm not worried about that.
So you stopped that 10 years ago. Okay, great.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
And the George Dickel.
What? And the George what?
Dickel.
What's that?
That's a Jack Daniels friend.
Oh, is it?
Back in the day. Do search on it. You'll find out.
Oh, okay.
You'll like it.
I
If
will.
you happen to like Jack,
I
you would have liked George.
I
He might still be around. I don't know.
I truly love Jack Daniels. That is, I love sipping it. And anyway, that's another show that we'll have. No, we better talk about that off air. Listen, how do you, Za? How do
No,
you?
we should talk about things like that on air.
Okay, I enjoy sipping my Jack Daniels. It I don't know. There's something about it that just soothes me. After I get home at 2 or 2:30 in the morning after doing my on-air shift, I enjoy it. I sit in our living room, and we're in the penthouse of an apartment building here in St. Catharines. And our main view is of Lake Ontario, and across Lake Ontario, we can see the city of Toronto. And there's nothing like sitting in my chair with my golden doodle Sophie on my lap, sipping a nice cold glass of Jack Daniels.
Well, that is fantastic. And that was the original idea behind that.
Yeah.
That all things in moderation are
That's
good for
right.
man.
That is so true.
Now, for me, I think I had so much alcohol that I stopped it completely, as if it was not really an addiction. I just had to stop it, and I did. So I don't do it. But when I went to Israel, I did drink some wine, and then I'm the one who prefers the more herbal persuasions to relaxation and meditation rather than the drinking.
Okay.
But it's the same, like some people like to eat meat and some people are veggie. But we should all love one another.
That's right. That's right. No matter what your religion is, no matter what color you are, we're all on this very same planet. And
I was just about to say, no matter what planet you're from, but you shot that down.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the species I know. You know.
Well, I brought a whole lot of friends with me, and they're from all over the Omniverse, and they're all listening intently.
Well, listen, why don't we talk about that in the next segment, because that's going to be something really, really interesting for our listeners. And Nation, our guest this hour is Dr. Grandmaster Za. Is it Za? Zadie?
Za, yes. Za, which is a short for Zadok.
Zonic.
Zadok.
Ooh, I like that. Not Sonic, but Zonic.
Zadok. Zadak.
Zadak.
Right.
You couldn't have a name like John Smith, could you? Oh, no, that would be too simple.
I could have, but during those days, I was actually, who was I during the John Smith day? I was a Knight Templar over there for a while in Williamsburg.
Oh, excellent. Knight Templars do a lot of great work. Still today, that many people have no idea about the Knights Templar. They don't know about the Scottish Rite. They don't know about the Shriners. They think they're just little boys' clubs, but they do a lot of great work. Stand by, my friend. You and I have to take our break. And Nation, I'll be back with our most interesting guest this hour, the one and only Dr. Grandmaster Za, the founder of Star Doves, a spiritual teacher and a researcher who explores everything that we discuss here on the X Zone. I'm Rob McConnell. The good doctor and I will be back as we continue from our broadcast center and studios in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, on the CanCon Broadcast Network and your hometown radio, Classic 1220 CFAJ AM, streaming us at classic1220.ca.
Where the unexplained survives, exploring all the mysteries that shape our human lives, with guests from every corner. Tune into the X Zone, feel that cosmic flow. Rob McConnell's the captain, guiding us through the glow. Galaxies far and wide, we're on a quest for truth. Cover-ups and whispers, we're digging for the proof. From Roswell secrets to Rendlesham lights, the stories come alive on those mysterious nights. Former insiders, abductees take the stage. Personal encounters, they turn the page. In the X Zone, we're grooving through the stars, searching for answers. We reach for our dreams. Are we alone? Is there life out there? With each episode, we secrets run deep. Alien implants that make you lose sleep. Astrophysicists and researchers unite, pushing the limits, reaching new heights. Each twist and turn reveals something more. Hidden truth rise like smoke from the floor. With Rob at the helm, we navigate the night. The journey of discovery lights up our sights. In the end zone, we're cruising through the stars.
All right, welcome back, everyone. First of all, again, to all our American listeners, to you, your families, and to the great United States of America, happy 4th of July, and I hope that everyone enjoys their long weekend, but please be careful of the heat, keep yourself hydrated, and preferably keep indoors where it's nice and cool. Wow, can't believe it. The year's gone by so fast. Exonation, our guest this hour is Dr. Grandmaster ZA. And what is the best website for our listeners to go check you out after the show, ZA?
The one and only stardoves.com, please. STARDOV is in victory, ES.com. Stardoves.
Stardoves.com. Do you believe that science and spirituality are moving towards a convergence or conflict?
Oh, convergence. In fact, it's prophesied. This is the age of Aquarius, where those two factions will converge and come up with all kinds of wonderful things for us.
If this is the way it's supposed to go, then how come there's so much uncertainty, unrest, so much turmoil in the world today? Why aren't we getting to the point where we're understanding that the best is on its way to come, and that, you know, to use an old adage, we just don't drop our arms, and I'm talking about weapons of war, hold each other's hand and sing Kumbaya? Like, why are we so bound and determined to destroy ourselves in an era where we're supposed to be coming together?
I will answer with a transmission from the cosmic Shaktipat, which comes from beyond just my mind as a message from the Interplanetary Confederation, rather than any type of form of judgment.
Okay.
A lot of it is, thank you, because of a lot of what you consider humanity has been hypnotized by some grand extraterrestrial negative source, and they wind up being like sheep for the slaughter, and they follow someone to their death, and they'll even kill their neighbors and their families.
Yeah.
Go to war with them, or whatever is out there. And this negativity is out there and trying to gain a foothold, but all of the good and all of the love and the light and the positive masters who love the earth are bathing it with so much love and light to keep that from happening, but it's still happening. And one of the reasons why it's allowed to happen is because man has a free will. They're a noble creation, and they have their free will, and they have to see how terrible and how bad and how ridiculous and how hateful some of these negative beings and ideologies are before they'll scrap it all.
But looking back at the world's history, my God, you have wars across Europe before the Americas, and then in the Americas you had the Europeans coming over, and I'm including the United Kingdom here. You know, they came over, and look what they did to the natives, both in the United States and Canada. They eradicated them. They imprisoned them. They've deliberately set them to be second class, if not lower. And, you know, once again, looking back, World War I, World War II, the Korean conflict, the Vietnam War. Now what's going on in Iran, all the people that are dying, Russia and Ukraine. Why don't these extraterrestrials do something about it? Why don't they just come down, let everybody know that they're real, and say, listen, you morons, you've screwed it up. We're here to do a restart, to get you people back on the track where you belong. Why doesn't that happen? It boggles my imagination.
Well, you have a wonderful imagination, Rob, and you have a wonderful mind. And far be it from me to give you the answer, but I will give you what is transmitted through me from the guides that
Okay.
I'm working with. And that is basically if you take all of the years of the Hindu, for example,
Mm-hmm.
the people that lived in India,
Yeah.
they've had religion that go back so far back on earth, way far back than the mere little 250 years we're celebrating over here. And they've been fighting since way back before that, and they have religious books like the Mahabharata that speak of wars from beings that were different colors flying into the earth from different on different spaceships
Right.
and bombing things with nuclear bombs and doing all kinds of terrible, horrible things. From the very beginning, that has been the story of the earth.
But why?
Mine is not to ask why.
But please ask your I don't know what to
That's the
call it.
nature of life on this planet, on this dimension. And it's all working out to serve a greater purpose. You must have that belief.
I do.
So,
I
and that's
do.
that.
I do, but
So that's that then.
the side of me that hates war, that hates violence. Whether you're in Iran, whether you're in Israel, whether you're in Turkey, whether you're in London, whether you're in, my God, if the loss of a life is the loss of a life, I don't understand the need for war. I really don't. We need to get along. I've always said that. I was a police officer because I wanted to do something good for humanity in a very small way.
That's nice.
And I do my show because I want to make a difference. This is over, now it's 35 years of doing this show because I want to make a positive difference. I want to bring people like you on the show so that other people out there listening knows that we're just not this little solitary blue marble that has an orbit around the sun, that we're in the Milky Way. You know, we're part of something bigger. We're part of something greater.
Yes, let me give you this comment
Sure.
and you comment back on it.
Okay.
I am told to say, to reiterate cosmic neutrality, to remind you and your listeners that higher cosmic forces are focused on keeping the planet's energy stable
Okay.
and safe rather than taking sides in human political dramas because they go on and on forever. That's the way people live down here on this planet. We're trying to get them like a peaceful, loving planet, but they don't listen too well. What can we do?
You know, when I look back at the 60s with the hippie movement, they had the right idea. And if people would
They
have.
sure did. We sure did, didn't we?
We sure did. And if people would have listened, you know, good vibrations, and all the beautiful music that came out of the Haight-Ashbury area, the Beatles, and all the other great groups that were trying to get the message across in a very wonderful way.
All we need is love.
Exactly. And if we would have listened back then, or even tried to change our ways a little bit.
Give peace a chance.
Exactly.
No, all they did was throw them in jail, Rob.
Yeah.
And cut off their hair.
It's so wrong. So wrong. Like, I'm sorry. Today, watching what's happening in the United States, where you have these ICE units going into neighborhoods, tearing families apart, or, you know, it's all wrong. It's all wrong.
Yes, but Rob, may I ask that we steer our situation back to the solutions that we have here with our extraplanetary brothers and sisters, not just telling all the bad things that have happened since the beginning of time. We know about that. We have solutions here.
But
We
if we
have helpers who are ready to help you and I do something about it.
but if
So
we don't but if we don't look at our past and realize where we went wrong, we could never correct the future.
that's true. We acknowledge the intensity of the event,
Okay.
but we immediately then position ourselves toward the future in a positive framework, looking forward to greater things. All things who believe in the Lord or in the goddess of love and light, the generator of dimensions, work for good. All them that believe.
All right. Can I call the people, the extraterrestrials that you are in communication with and that are channeling messages to you tonight, the Star Brotherhood? Since I
Of
don't know what to
course,
call them,
they love that.
Okay.
Brother and sisterhood.
Okay. What
But
is
you
there?
can make it short if you like.
Okay. What is their solution? I've got a minute before I have to go to my break, and I don't think this answer is going to take less than a minute. Quickly, where are these space brotherhood and sisterhood located?
Well, they're in inner space.
Inner space.
Inner space. They're within us. They're in a higher frequency, a higher dimension than what you see in the physical world out there. That, knock on wood, they're not in that type of level. They're in a higher dimensional framework.
Okay, stand by, my good friend. You and I have to take our break. X-Zone Nation, I guess this hour, the birthday edition of the X-Zone is Dr. Grandmaster Za. And we'll be back on the other side of this break. If you'd like to find out more about him, please check out his website, stardoves.com. I'm Rob McConnell. You're listening to us on the CanCon Broadcast Network and on your hometown radio, Classic 1220 CFAJ AM, streaming us at classic1220.ca.
Are we alone? Is there life out there? With each episode, we unravel the extremes. Area 51, where the secrets run deep. Alien implants that make you lose sleep. Astrophysicists and researchers unite, pushing the limits, reaching new heights. Each twist and turn reveals something more. Hidden truth rise like smoke from the floor. With Rob at the helm, we navigate the night. The journey of discovery lights up our sights. In the X-Zone, we're grooving through the stars, searching for answers. We reach for our dreams. Are we alone? Is there life out there? With each episode, we unravel.
In a house of dragons and candlelight, two dreamers dance through the endless night. Oberon called to the ancient skies. Morning glory saw truth in their eyes. From the forest deep to the ocean foam, they built a world and they made it home. With books of magic and hearts untamed, changing the world in the old God's name. Oh, Oberon, wizard of the silver flame, morning glory calling nature's sacred name. Through the mists of Avalon they ride, with the unicorn spirit by their side.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the X-Zone. I'm Rob McConnell. 35 years later, I'm still here. thank you for staying with us and making us the #1 late-night talk show in Canada. Wow, I'm really proud of that title. And I'm also proud to say that we are the only radio show that produce our own bumpers. All the music that you hear on the X Zone, we produce, we create, we write. Everything that we do on this show is for you, the members of the X Zone Nation around the world. Because if you're not part of the problem, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And I know you, X Zone Nation. I've met so many of you that I know in my heart of hearts that we all want to make this a better world. We all want to be part of the solution. I know that, we try our very best here at home. We believe in helping out our neighbors, helping out wherever we can. And I believe that if we were all to do this, it would be a great start. Like at Christmas time, everybody's in a great mood. Everybody's there to open the doors for the people that have got packages way over their head. Or you are always there to help an elderly lady cross the street. Or any of these great deeds that we do at Christmas time. Well, why can't we do this all year long? It's called the Christmas spirit. I think we should call it the world spirit and spread it around the world and work with our space brothers and sisters, getting this place to where we belong. And Za, what is the way that the space brothers and sisters see for us to get back on track and to bring us to where our creators wanted us to be when they created this beautiful world of ours?
Oh, Rob, it's as if you've gone to work for the great intergalactic confederation with a statement like that. I have a perfect answer for you, and so do they. In fact, on July 25th of this month, the planets Neptune and Pluto will create an astrological configuration which has not occurred in 40 years, through a specific global mass meditation process that the interplanetary beings have sponsored and put together with the Earthlings' help, starseeds, light workers. And the date we can create a portal of light, allowing us to unify our consciousness and trigger the process that will optimize the planet's ascension timeline to bring about massive political, societal change. We know what that means. Bye-bye to all the baddies. To those that hear this message, this is your opportunity to participate in one of the world's most vital rescue missions. Rescue missions. The Interplanetary Confederation rescue mission can only be a complete success if at least a minimum of the whole planet of 144,000 souls are reached, which we are assured they're there waiting to be a part of all this, plus many millions more on July 25th. For more information, go to my website, stardoves.com, and right there on the front page will be the information on how to participate, when and what time in your zone. And the other thing is I'm led to say, if this doesn't air until after July 25th, then make it whenever you get it. Because just like Greenwich Mean Time, time and space are illusions. Just with our intent and the fact that it's been broadcast at this time will be very helpful. If it does get out there before then fine, more people will get there.
Well, there's no doubt about it that this will air more than once before July 25th, and
great.
It will also air around the world. So tell me, my friend, how can I and all the members of the X Zone Nation be part of this wonderful Rescue Earth mission?
Well, the best way that I can say is go to stardoves.com and click on the the information on. Let me see. I gotta let you know what it's called. I'm going to go to my website real quick.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure it's called the Critical Mass World Peace Meditation, but let me make sure. And that's the best way because there's no way I can call off Critical Global Meditation, July 25, right there on the front page. Click on that, and it gives 2 websites that will take you via the domain of Saint Germain and the Violet Flame. That's what all this is about, is using the violet flame to which is a high frequency energy to eat up the karma, the garbage. And so the way that we can connect is, that's what I'm trying to say, to be a part of the specific meditation, you have to go there and visit those sites and figure it all out that way. Just like joining your radio show, we have to go here and there and click this and that.
Stop complaining.
In spiritual and astrological communities, the 1221 portal, which we've created, is a highly charged energetic window. Like the Stargate created in Egypt, a window, it is often viewed as the final gateway. That's why this one is so important. Into a new reality or dimension of being for our Earth to gain from the higher world, so that all of a sudden we turn around, hey, there's no more Trumps. Hey, there's no more. What would you complain about? There's no more to complain about. Everything is turned into a higher level dimension. We're all living in love and peace. Acting as a bridge, this will build on the previous alignments in our meditations to help manifest major life changes, quantum shifts, personal growth, and societal change. And what do we need most right now on the streets of America here? Societal change. And the whole world needs that. I agree with you, Rob, when I think about America and what it's done, to the Native Americans.
Right.
And then I think about what they just did over there in Iran. And believe me, I know what Iran has done for 50 years to everybody else, but still, I'm saying, look, how can we be a part of the forces of light if we're bombing people around here? And that, it's like, well, it's either bomb or be bombed. And I thought, oh my God, what are we doing on this planet? But again, I need to stay on the positive. That's why we're changing everything. But no, I'm not blind, and I am definitely a human being, and I see all of this. And I thank you for the opportunity to bring these messages of light here.
Oh, it's my great pleasure. It's my great pleasure. And I'd like to speak to you sometime during the week to see what else we can do to help get the message out there.
I'd love that, Rob.
Okay.
I'd love that.
Does the Brotherhood, Sisterhood have a message for me? Do they have any advice?
Well, I'm sure they do. Let me see where I can find that from. Did they have a specific piece of advice that they wanted to give to you? They did. On one level, they say that there's a lot of people out there that are concerned about a core of catastrophic disclosure, that so-called, disclosing that their ET is out there, like we all know they are now.
Right.
The Israelis, the Trump, they've all said, yes, we're in touch with the Galactic Confederation, and we'll be letting you know more about it soon. That's on public record.
Yeah, but I don't believe it.
Well, it's been written.
Well, hold on. Let's see what the audience says. Audience, do you agree with that? There you go. You've got it right from my audience.
Well, that's the first time I ever got that big of a laugh, I have to admit. However, the message that they have for you at this time, though there are some others, and I can talk to you about that when we have our longer talk.
Sure.
But what's coming from them to me for you now is to realize that what we want to always do whenever we're confronted with these negative windows is to immediately pivot to our highest spiritual and stabilizing role of our mission on earth. And you have a mission too. I know you do. And it's all about doing good to your neighbors and helping the planet. And here's a breakdown of how you can do that. And so the way for the average person who hasn't spent years studying the cosmos, this kind of sudden realization that there are extraterrestrials here and they've been amongst us, in fact, they created us and they want to work with us, could be quite upsetting to most of the people out there. Am I right?
Yes and
So,
no. The yes is that it will be very frightening to them, but what they don't know is that they have all been here and they are written about in our history, in our religious texts. And in my opinion, the gods of yesteryear are the ETs of today.
yes, and let me finish this because it's their message to you.
Okay, we've
that
got
you asked for.
about 30 seconds, so go
Good.
ahead.
I'll give it to you in 25.
Okay.
So they want you to adopt the mandate that it isn't to fight political battles or engage in earthly governing disputes. Universal law forbids that. We come from another planet to get involved in that. Our mission is planetary stewardship and psychological stabilization. We are here to act as a cosmic anchor, helping humanity process the shock and stay grounded in high vibe frequency. And you, my friend, can be an instrumental part of that awakening for humanity.
Count me in. Exonation.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah. Exonation, I'll be back on the other side of this short break. Whatever you do, don't go away. I'm Rob McConnell. This is the X Zone, and you're listening to us from the studios of Classic 1220.
In the shadows of the pyramids and the writings on the stone, voices from forgotten worlds still whisper through the unknown. Chariots across the heavens, fire dancing in the sky, where the gods of ancient history, just visitors passing by. From Ezekiel's wheel to Atlantis, lost to secrets buried deep. The truth has waited centuries for those who dare to seek. They walk among the stars, ancient voices calling. UFOs and angels rise as the walls keep falling. Mysteries revealed tonight for those who want to know. Beyond the veil of history, on the X Zone with Rob McConnell.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the X Zone, and yes, I am that Rob McConnell, coming to you from our broadcast center and studios in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, on the CanCon Broadcast Network and your hometown radio, Classic 1220, CFAJ AM. That stream us at classic1220.ca, and once again, to all our American listeners, no matter where you are, first of all, thank you for being our neighbors, and number two, a very happy and safe 4th of July. Where do you think that spirituality on this planet is going? I've seen an increase in people who want to know more about paganism. I've spoken to people who are getting deeper into the various religious philosophies. And is this because way down deep we know that things are going to be changing and we're trying to prepare ourselves for what lies ahead?
That's right. This is when the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. Then peace will guide the planets and
Y-
love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Like most of us, Rob, in the 60s.
Mhm.
We loved that song, right? Aquarius, let the sun shine in.
We sure did. And one of my favorite songs going way back when was "Where Have All the Flowers Gone?" It reminded
Where
me of,
have all the
yeah,
flowers gone?
it reminded me of the peace loving hippies who would go around and put flowers down the barrels of the
Yes,
National
they
Guards
did.
carrying rifles.
They said, Kent State.
Kent State, that's right.
And then they got shot for it.
Yeah.
On a positive message, since you mentioned flowers,
Yeah.
dear Rob, I would like to give a message from my beloved other half, my twin flame, Moira, the seashell goddess from the Philippines.
Oh, please.
Thank you. She sends you her love,
Thank you.
and she is now on Venus, and oh, she loves it up there, and she's more stronger and more blessed in our life with her and I than when she was here with me physically, even though I miss her. So that's the way evolution is. But
Oh,
she has a message for us,
please.
for the whole world at this time,
Mhm.
and that she has given a special message to me to give to everyone about a status report regarding the blessings that are coming to the planet Earth from the planet Venus, which is her sister star, her elder sister who loves her. And so it's called the rose. Oh, a rose. Can you imagine that? It could be a lotus, but it's a rose.
Mhm.
And if you'll visualize this in your eye, you'll feel the Shaktipat from the divine forces of the cosmos sending you energy. It's a pink rose. The Venusian sisterhood actually has a sisterhood up there called the Sisterhood of the Rose. And they are all sending out love and light. This love that will steer
Mhm.
the stars and peace will guide the planets. These beings from other planets can send out their fingers, and these rays of light can come out through it and bathe us with that light. And it's coming to us now through this etheric rose that we're all visualizing, bathing all of us and all the earth on this special day of July 1st and July 4th and July 25th and every day of every year, that beaming the light out to the US, to Canada, and to the entire world from the rose of Venus.
What a beautiful thought. What a beautiful thought. Uh, Now, a lot of people are saying, well, if she is on Venus, does no, hold on here. Does that mean heaven is Venus?
Venus is one planet in heaven. For in our Father's mansion,
Mm-hmm.
there are many planets, many dimensions.
There, yeah.
And so Venus is one place. Yes, when she went to heaven, she happened to go to heaven is meant somewhere up there in the clouds. And on
Mm-hmm.
one level, there is a Venus in the physical world that we can see. But the beings live on a higher dimensional frequency around the planet, so to speak, in the spirit levels of the planet, in the higher dimensional frequencies of the planet. That's where you would find her. But she can take on a shape and a form and appear to us, and does appear to
Wow.
people all the time and teach them.
I believe Jim Mars wrote a book called The Sisterhood of the Rose.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
That Jim Mars was a brilliant man.
yeah, I believe so. Craig's going to be checking that out for me. We had Jim on the show talking about um, the Sisterhood of the
Oh,
Rose, going way back when.
wow.
Yeah. So you were telling me that the Space Brotherhood and Space Sisterhood are in the inner Earth. Inner Earth
No, they're in the
dimension.
inner earth also. They're in the inner within. The kingdom of heaven is within us. So there is an inner earth, which we call under Mount Shasta, it's called Telos, and the one under the Far East in Tibet is called Shambhala. And in there, people also live that are of a different quality than the 3D that we are. And that's where the last people from Atlantis and Lemuria retreated in there, living with space people inside the earth, if you can believe it.
How do you know that there's an inner earth?
Because I went there. I went to Mount Shasta. I asked Saint Germain when I married my wife on the top of Mount Shasta in 1984. We asked to be taken inside the inner earth to meet all these people everybody was talking about. And he said, well, you'll have to go a little higher up the mountain. The lower levels don't allow that. And when you get up there, you'll meet a mystic guide who will take you inside a space capsule that will take you from Mount Shasta over to the Pluto Caves, which are right around the corner over there by the other little mountain next to Mount Shasta. And they're volcanic caves that go to the inner earth. And we walk for miles and miles until the mystic guide said, you don't have to do all that walking. Just close your eyes and touch just on the third eye. And we disappeared and we showed up in the inner earth.
Wow.
And we received teachings, training, information. We went to another place under Kentucky called the Cumberland Caves and went under the earth there. And they have one in New Mexico.
So basically, it's like you're teleported here, there, and everywhere.
Yes, all of these things are possible.
And by the way, it was Jim Marrs who wrote The Sisterhood of the Rose.
Wow. Well, if you search it, you'll see there's a whole lot of sisterhoods of the Rose.
Yeah.
And people talking about it. And anything you gravitate will probably be good. I don't think there's any false negative sisterhoods of the Rose. But like we said, you never know what they're going to try and pull on you out there. Jim Marrs, that was a brilliant man who was really knew the truth. Somehow he really penetrated the truth about what's going on regarding UFOs on the planet.
Because of your interview, Craig told me that during this weekend he's going to be putting up the interview that we did with Jim Marrs talking about the Sisterhood of the Rose.
Oh, how sweet. Yeah. I hope I can catch it.
We'll send it to you, my friend.
Oh, I'd love it. Yeah. Thank you.
So we've got about, what do we got? 2.5 minutes, Craig? Thanks. What message do you have for the listening audience of the X-Zone Nation right now? You know, you're going into 170 countries right now. So what is your message, my friend, as the emissary of the Brotherhood and Sisterhood, as well as the other great mystical organizations that you're a valued part of?
Thank you. And it would just take me about that amount of time to say these two things that are extremely important for this time. The age of Aquarius, and that is that it's no longer a time to believe in something, to give your faith over to something. It's time to know. The age of Aquarius is the time to go within and to know the truth and to be the truth. Be all that you can be. And the other one is love. That's, people say, well, what can we do? What is the most important one thing that we can do to change our lives or help the planet or whatever? And the answer is love.
Yeah. You know, there are other organizations out there like the Worldwide Federation or Wildlife Federation. My wife and I are part of Greenpeace.
I donate regularly to the little bear.
That's right. And, you know, there are so many ways that you can help. But if you don't want to be part of these different organizations, there's so much you can do in your very own neighborhood. Help the neighbors. Be true to yourself. Love your children. You know, if you've got a child at home, no matter how old they are, and you're saying, Rob, it's nearly midnight, just go in, tuck them in, give them a kiss, and say, I love you. That's all you need to do. And I'm sure that that'll make you feel good. And just by chance, if your son or daughter is awake, I know that they'll feel good knowing that mom or dad has come in, tucked them in, and let them know how much they're loved. My friend, time has come for me to say so long for now. I will be in contact with you during the week. I think that we've got a lot that we can do to help each other. So until then, take care of yourself. And Exonation, if you'd like to get more information on my guest this hour, please visit his website, stardoves.com. Well, that's it for tonight's show. I'll be back tomorrow night at 10 o'clock as once again we cross the time-space continuum to this place that I call the X Zone. So until then, take care of each other. Do something good for yourselves by helping someone. Be positive. Be part of the solution, not part of the problem. And always keep your eyes to the sky and your heart to the light. Good night, everyone.
Namaste, Adonai.